Okay, so today is kind of a crucial day today. We are at the dyno now with Apollo, and we don't really have any margin for error. So if today goes wrong, we're in a really bad spot before HolyDrift. So HolyDrift is in 2 weeks, and we gotta have Apollo dyno, and we gotta make a new main, battery isolator, and there's some other small things to do. So let's get it off the trailer and let's get on the dyno. So we're having a bit of issues with the battery isolator. So Brian is currently trying to rewire my battery isolator because sometimes the car just turns off on its own. So we don't really want that because it almost sent me in the wall at Iron Drift King last year. So the mastermind here is trying to figure out the wiring my dad and I did. So that's gonna be kind of a challenge, but yeah, hopefully we'll make it work. Okay, so we've had to make quite a few changes actually. So there was a few mistakes that kind of shouldn't be able to happen, but the car definitely wasn't legal, so we are kind of surprised that we've been driving with this for so long because most of the wiring is illegal apparently. So Brian is currently reorganizing all of the battery isolator stuff. I used to have a main switch here. Apparently I had two main switches, but now we have the main switch up here, so it's more like a control panel, which is nice. And we are going to reuse the ECU master battery isolator and the electrical switch on the outside. So we are now plumbing some new wires for the main switch and for the battery and for the relays. And we had extra wires, so we found an extra wire in the rear of the car, just a wire that didn't do anything.
Great.
Really great stuff. So it's nice that we're getting it fixed now, and we're hopefully upgrading next year, either a different chassis or at least a power distribution module. So let's see, but hopefully we get it fired up soon. So we think we're done with all the electrical stuff, and Brian just spent some time programming the ADU, so now my display looks a lot better and I have more information for the lock. So we just got the car strapped down, now we're gonna do some runs, so that's nice. Yeah. Horrible way to start. So far it's been disaster, to say it lightly. So the timing is off on the car right now, and the VVTi isn't working. So right now I'm trying to take the belt tensioner and press it together so we can change the timing back on the car. Unfortunately, I didn't do the timing myself, so but we definitely should have checked before coming here. So that sucks. Not much to do about it, but fix it. But we're missing about 100 horsepower right now on the base tune 1 bar. So it only makes 480 something horsepower right now.
Yeah, it should be making like 600.
Yeah. Okay, so we just timed the engine now. So it's a bit tricky with the VVTi wheel because it needs to be set in a certain precision before you can put on the timing belt. But we think we got it now. But another issue is that the alternator bracket broke. So we kind of don't know what to do about that right now. But now we're just gonna check the timing is all good, and then we're gonna try and find a solution to the alternator bracket, because that sucks. So yeah, eventful day today.
Wires, engine timing, broken shields.
Broken soul.
Oh. Mad.
Sådan.
Nice.
Det er flot.
That's absolutely perfect. That's 10 out of 10. So now we just need to tighten the last bolt, and we're gonna see if it's gonna hold up. And also the car is shaking like crazy for some reason. So Brian is not too happy about my wheels probably being square, or the spacer being bad, or the drive shaft being bad, or any of the other things that's probably should have been balanced a lot better. So
Hey.
good. Det er virkelig varmt her. So we're currently making 735 at 1.5 bars of boost, which is pretty good actually. So we fixed the timing, we fixed the alternator, kind of very temporary fix, and then all of a sudden.
What do you mean temporary?
Temporary. So all of a sudden the fan and the water pump wasn't running, and then to top it all off, we started having a turbo return leak. So now it's
Oil leak.
Now it's dripping oil for some reason. So we have a few things to fix when we go home. That's why we're not gonna do any anti-lag runs today, because you know,
What?
red hot manifold plus oil is kind of a bad mix. So that absolutely sucks, because the best thing in the world is watching a full power anti-lag run, but not today, unfortunately. So we have a few things to do before HolyDrift, but it's all fixable. And we made 700 something horsepower, which is enough for the competition.
Look at this dude. Hey.
So that's a wrap on today. We've been on the road and at the workshop for a total of 17 hours today. So I got up at 5. Nicholas came kind of late, so around 6. So it's been quite an eventful day today. So we had all the issues, we got everything fixed, we got the goal we wanted to, kind of. It can make a lot more power when we upgrade the fuel system, but you know, 700s, it's pretty okay for 1.4 bars of boost. But I want to give a huge shout out to Brian from Fantasy Tuning. He's been helping us all day and he's really been working hard on fixing our mistakes. But it all came through in the end. We have a few things to fix before the HolyDrift in 2 weeks, but we're happy. Everything worked out. A lot of power, no anti-lag runs, but that's fine. But thank you very much for watching.